So essentially, criminal law matters with a particular focus or pretty broad range of criminal law?
Yeah, so because of my background, any criminal law that kind of came in, obviously with the DPP, it was much more serious things I was dealing with. I had Supreme Court murders and lots of really serious matters with children. So it was kind of a welcome change for me to not be dealing in such serious things and have a drink driving or, much less serious charges. And then I was doing my master's at the time. And so I then decided to transfer my master's to family law. I was getting lots of inquiries about family law. I guess with my criminal law background, family violence and family law go quite hand in hand. So that's how then I moved into the family law space as well, which I've really enjoyed that aspect.
What do you think you bring skills wise from and experience wise from the DPP as a prosecutor into private practice on the other side?
Yeah, I guess I had a huge involvement with victims, and victims are in trauma much of the time, and it's really hard for them sometimes to understand the whole legal process and to absorb information. So it's often that you have to talk to them many times about, the same thing so that their brains can actually absorb it. It's not that they don't want to, it's literally that their brains are functioning in a different sort of space. So my private clients are exactly the same. Regardless of what's brought them there, they're in trauma or they might have a history of trauma, and I think they need that empathetic person to guide them through the process. I always say that I'm not just giving you the legal advice, I'm giving you that empathetic, safe space where you can, I guess, be yourself and know that you're not going to be judged, and that we can work through it. So I think that's really made a difference.
So, and your own personal background, obviously, been through a lot.
Yeah.
How does that affect the way you approach things?
Well, I think maybe lawyers or, doctors, they're put on pedestals as if, oh, they must be so smart or have everything together. But the reality is my upbringing could have led me to be one of my clients. I've got a brother in jail. My mother's got schizophrenia. My dad has suffered from alcoholism. I experienced family violence. So basically anybody who comes in my door, I can really relate because I've lived that. And so I think there's a lot to be said for that lived experience, because I empathize with their situation, and I know how quickly somebody could be, in a position that they didn't plan. Obviously, we all plan to live our best life, but when you haven't had opportunities, it makes it a bigger struggle. And then if you have your own addiction or your own mental health, it's only more difficult. So sure, I had a difficult upbringing, but fortunately I haven't had addiction and I haven't had mental health. That's made it even more difficult for me. So I just relate to them.